TXHSGBB Talk to a Coach Friday, and with us, we are back after a week of hiatus due to the TABC Clinic, and joining us now it is Cisco's one and only, the great Coach Brent Kilpatrick joining us. And Coach, how are things in beautiful Cisco, Texas?
It's good. It's a little different right now.
Mm-hmm.
Strange times of COVID-19, but it's good. The weather's great and the lake's beautiful, so could be worse, I guess.
Hey, if you were spending time at a lake right now, I envy you. First off, I
Yes,
envy you.
yeah, getting some extra time at the lake. It's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, looking back at last year's season for y'all, a pretty solid season, a district title wrapped up for y'all. Overall, what are your thoughts upon the Lady Lobos this past season?
It was a great season for us. It was a pretty special season. I had six seniors that I've coached now for 5 years, and it was their last run, and it was great. I hated it ended the way that it did, but we got beat by a Bowie team that was really hot, and we gave them everything we had. We just didn't quite have enough that night, but it was a great season. I had two seniors that have played all 4 years of varsity basketball. They won over 100 games in their career here, and all six of them were just great kids, and it's such a joy to coach. It's fun to coach good kids, and that's what we have a lot of here at Cisco.
For sure, and of course, some good, some solid programs have a start to their success. Whenever you are first arrived at Cisco, kind of talk about the state of the program before your first game that you coached.
Well, Coach Troy Wallace has done a really good job. They've been pretty successful the last couple of years, and then before that, it was kind of hit and miss. There wasn't a lot of tradition, and he really kind of got it going. When I got here, the numbers weren't great, but man, they were winning, and he had them going the right way. Um, our focus coming in was to try to get more kids out and to play more spring and summer and really kind of get after it, and we've done that. The last 2 years we've had six junior high teams, and we've had three high school teams, which it's been a little trying at times, but it's been fun. We've got a lot of support here in town, and it's been great. It's coming along pretty good. I'm proud of the way that it is. We won district in everything we could last year except for our seventh graders. They got second, so it was good. We got a good thing going, and like I said, the kids here are great. The administration's unbelievable. They support us every way they can, and if you don't win, it's kind of on you. So yeah, it's a good thing, I think.
Absolutely, and of course, over the course of your tenure at the Lady Lobos, when was the thought that this program could continue its winning ways whenever you took the reins?
I think that the first year, we had a lot of seniors. We had six seniors that year too, and those kids, they kind of had a choice to buy into me and play their last year, or to just kind of let it go. And they bought in, no questions asked, and kind of led the way, led the younger kids, and I could see then, from then all the way down to the sixth grade, as far as I could see, I thought, well, there's plenty of talent there. There's plenty of kids willing to commit. I don't see why we couldn't be a really good program in a few years, and it didn't take long. We've had a lot of success, and it's been fun.
Absolutely, and of course, every coach has an impactful individual or somebody that comes to mind for you. What would you say that what has been one coach or one or administrator or anybody that has really kind of major impact on your career?
Well, a few people really. The first one, I coached with a guy named Blaine Davis my first year at Millsap. And, he taught me an awful lot, and it's always been with me. And he went on to have a lot of success everywhere he went. We've always kept in touch, and him and some others have really helped me out and always been there. Since I've been at Cisco, the legendary Brent West is here, and
Mm-hmm.
I have picked his brain and probably asked more questions than I was supposed to, but I've learned an awful lot. just being around him and seeing how he does things. Craig Kent, the principal here, is another one who's just the best administrator that you could ask for. Has your back, is at every game, front row, just excited for you, and likes to stop by and practice and talk a little basketball. He coached for years, and it's just I'm surrounded by some really good guys here, some good coaches, and it's been fun. It's been a blast coaching here.
Absolutely. And then of course everybody has been having a unique way of communication during these tough times, of course. But for y'all over here for y'all's program, how has the communication process been for y'all between the coaching staff and the players, and of course trying to get the athletes to continue their workouts?
Well, we use Team App, and it's a free app. We've used it for years, and there's different things you can do on there. And what we have done is every day, every morning, I put some kind of body weight workout that I steal off YouTube, or some probably worthless workout that I talk them into doing. And then we have a little shooting project that we've been doing. Last week we shot every kid shot 1,000 shots in 5 days. And we the varsity hopeful kids were over 10,000 for the week on that. So, and they're shooting in their driveways or down at the church or wherever they can find a basket. There's some of them are bent and broken, and they got rubber balls, and they're doing everything they can. I've been really proud of them for the effort. In a strange time, it's been really, really strange, but our kids here, if they want to do something, they're up for whatever you talk them into. So we're trying. It's not ideal. It's not what we want, but I feel like at least they're doing something. They're getting after it.
Absolutely. And of course realignment has come and gone, and y'all are down to 2A, into a pretty tough district. I think it's between y'all, Anson, another drop down with Haskell, a traditional power, and then Stanford as well. Overall, when you first looked at the district, what were your thoughts?
Well, it's funny because when it was about to come out and we were on the verge, we knew we might go 2A, and everybody was asking, what district do you want in? What do you want? And I kept saying, I don't care. They can put us in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. Just get us out of 3A Region 1. Because that is a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
So, I thought it was funny then, and then all of a sudden we hit this district, which I think is going to be the toughest district in 2A. I mean, it's going to be insane. You got, really 5 teams that have been good in the past, and, two of them, Stanford Haskell, go to the regional tournament last year, and Albany goes to the quarterfinals. And, then you got Anson, who was young last year and played in a really tough district and had a lot of success there. So, I think it's going to be a nightmare. If you can just get out of districts, you might could make a run. You just gotta find a way to be one of the 4 and not that one out.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, appreciate your time in this interview, and hopefully, we have fingers crossed. We'll see y'all. We hope to see y'all at a game sometime soon.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.